Rising star with roots in Springdale, Barry J. Fontenot is standing by. He is taking The Voice by a storm after winning his knockout round with a smooth performance of Haven't Met You Yet. He is now headed to the playoffs as one of the top 20 artists.
Yeah, I hear it's from law school to frontman. Barry's story is unique, and we are excited to welcome him to our show today. Hey, Barry John, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Of course.
So my first question is, how did it feel to win your knockout and get praise from Michael Bublé?
It was incredible. Like there were a couple of levels, I guess. Like on the immediate level, there was relief because of course Simone is such an incredible performer. It was interesting. You don't expect like after the battle rounds where I was saved and Simone was stolen. You don't expect the save and the steal to go up against each other. So I feel like there's a bittersweet aspect to this part of it, the whole affair. It's like,
Right.
we didn't get to spend very long on the same team. And of course, Simone's performance was so incredible. In the moment, I was like, well, I might be going home.
Yeah,
Wow.
certainly. I know
Yeah.
it was very tense there
Yeah.
for a moment.
What made you decide to sing Haven't Met You Yet for that round?
Well, I suppose part of it, and this is something that I talked about in the earlier stages of the competition, part of my ethos in being on the show is to take advantage of the opportunity to learn from some of the best singers and performers in the craft. And I figured since I'm under Michael's tutelage, the best way to kind of get like the easiest sort of way to get a feel for his ability and like how I can best internalize his lessons, I think, is to sing his song, although that's obviously a risk. And the song itself is somewhat challenging to sing
Yeah.
just because it's got so many it's constantly changing. Like you really have to be on top of all of those notes. And in the beginning I certainly wasn't. So I'm just grateful for all the assistance that I got from Michael over the rehearsal process.
Yeah, certainly. You
that's
sound
great.
fantastic
Oh, it was amazing.
on the show. Amazing performance. And now you're moving on. So how are you getting ready for this next round on The Voice?
Well, the playoffs are tough. They're another tough round. We've got so many incredible performers on Team Buble, and they all do something so different from one another. I suppose this round it's really got to be a back to basics thing for me. I've got to do something that's something that kind of emphasizes like the sort of, I don't know, it emphasizes my tone, I guess, is what I'm going to try and do.
Yeah.
And to just try and stay on top of the technical aspects, but also lose myself in the music a little bit more.
I love that. I was reading about something interesting about you having a sword collection. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Can you shed some
Oh,
light
yeah.
on that story for us?
For sure. Actually, I started my sword collection in Springdale. I was living out on Thornberry, or in Thornberry, I suppose. It was
Yeah.
on Thornberry Drive, but in the Thornberry subdivision. And I remember when I was 14, I used to have a wooden sword, and I was a real menace with it. I would just be out knocking cans around, just out in the neighborhood, playing around in the little forested area back there, which I think they've turned into like a little park.
Sure, yeah, they have.
Oh, that is amazing. I love that.
I love your affection for swords. It's very unique. It's very Barry Jean Fontenot.
And
so.
honestly, same. I get
Yes.
it. Barry Jean, what can we expect from the rest of the season?
From the rest of this season, I think you can expect, nonstop thrills for one thing. A couple of surprises. I think it's going to be really interesting. But every single performer is just going to be absolutely pouring their hearts out for you on there. So having gotten to know and love all of these people, that's just as an aside. That's one of the biggest things about The Voice that I've enjoyed is making so many incredible musical friends around the country. I'm a big driver. I have a Greyhound, a rescue. And I tend not to like to leave her back home when I travel, so I often drive, and I can kind of break up my trips and visit my friends in different places.
That's amazing.
love
That's kind of the
that.
behind the scenes that you don't get to hear all the time. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to continue to
Yeah.
follow your journey on The Voice here on KNWA on our NBC affiliate here in Northwest Arkansas. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me. Take it easy, Northwest
Absolutely.
Arkansas.
All
course.
right. Yes, love it. Love it. Cheering for Barry John as he makes his way. Let's
Fingers
see.
crossed.
That's right.